Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Hephaestus is a VTuber inside of Mythos, as you know. They are Mythos HQ's Hammer Accident and Goddess of the Forge. And of course, Mythos does do, well, a lot of people will call it gender bending, basically switching of genders for their gods. Their Greek or Roman goddesses and gods, they do switch the genders. Recently we did have Zeus, who did graduate, and now we have Hephaestus that's graduating from it. Not necessarily meaning anything bad's happening with Mythos per se. It just means that, you know, people's things, what they want to do and where they want to go change as time happens. Let's take a look. First, it says the God of Forge must go where new fires wait to be kindled. My time here has been a gift. The memories, the friendships we forged together will stay with me forever. It's not easy to step away, but I must turn my focus to my duties of my mortal life, my education, my growth, and the path that lies ahead beyond Olympus. So that is, of course, you know, still staying within the lore of the fact that they are a god, a Greek god, I believe in this case, Mount Olympus. And they, of course, do have to do education. Things of the mortal realm do beg for their attention. And this might just be a nicer way of saying things, but I'm not going to say too much about that. It says, Mythos HQ says, thank you for supporting Mythos. The talent behind Hephaestus Mythos will be departing in order to focus on IRL obligations. She has faced serious IRL challenges in the past few months, and although we would have loved to keep working with her, we came to the mutual decision to part ways amicably. So it's an amicable separation. That's why, like, don't assume it's going to be like, you know, oh my god, they treated her so horribly, they did all this. We don't know. The only people who actually do know are the talents. And right now, the point is to focus on the last a few weeks, days, whatever that you have with the talent, and just have as much fun as you can with them. Of course, this does suck for the community involved, like a lot of people are saying here. Of course, here it says, thank you for sharing this journey with me. Keep your forge burning bright, and may its glow guide you in the creations that await your touch. Love, Hephaestus. And it says, hoping for the best for Hephaestus. I'll never forget the day when I touched your hammer. The hammer creation may have been put down for good, but the memories created by the hands of its wielder will never be forgotten. That is the thing. Always focus on the memories that were given to you by said creator. Despite me not knowing much about her, I hope she continues to strive for the best. Sayonara, Hephaestus. And of course, a lot of other people say the same thing. Wishing her the best. Wishing everything goes well for them. And of course, thanking them for the time that they had there. This is a sad moment once again. Hephaestus from Mythos is graduating. We go on to Vienna, the Star Dragon VTuber on the very far left there of the top part. And of course, in the profile picture you see here. She wants to warn people, which is something I have known about for a while, but it's always good to let other people know. An important PSA, creators are being targeted with social engineering to commandeer their channels. This is something that's been happening for a while. It happened to big creators like Linus Tech Tips, if you are in the tech things. A lot of people, big people, small people. It's not just VTubers, everybody's been hit by this that's on YouTube. Really common one is sponsored emails. Any proof you read, any email you read that is pushing you to check a PDF or sign an NDA, a PDF before moving forward with partnership, could be malicious. These PDFs are loaded and will steal your session tokens. What a session token is what allows you when you are like going online to be able to get into your YouTube without signing in. Basically, it allows you to the session of you being signed in allows you to have it for a very long time. So that gets past any two-factor authentication. That gets past any checks on your phone, because it doesn't do the check. It just steals the token and uses it. YouTube does not know it's not you, so they just give it to them. They're loaded and will steal session tokens and have access to anything you've logged into. Please be incredibly careful opening PDFs of any kind. Only from trusted sources. Be extra careful if it's a popular brand, i.e. normie stuff like Pepsi, Labubu, Kit Kat. It's literally fake. One click and you're cooked. This one thing where having an agency can save your butt. Please be safe out there. It sucks to see more creators targeted and lose so much. People have lost their actual channels, and it takes a while to get it back. Yes, they can get it back. Yes, YouTube does know about it, and YouTube does try to do it, fix it in a way that you can get it back. But it is very, very taxing to do this. It does take a long time to go through it. Important to note, having two-factor authentication can't protect you here. Like I said, the token doesn't really, you don't go through re-login. They don't go through your login. It's just basically, hey, I'm already logged in on this PC. They take that from that PC and they're like, hey, YouTube, I'm already logged in here. Let me in. And it just goes in automatically. They can and will bypass your 2FA since they use your session. They act as if they're you logged in. Therefore, they don't need any passwords or authentication. Yep, even PDFs aren't safe. You have to get like those encrypted ones or something. You have to figure out some way of doing it. This is why all of my fave YouTubers were getting hacked back to back. That is exactly why. Also, I double check the email sender. As of course, also the email sender, they could say their thing at whatever, but you hover over it and it'll tell you their actual at. It has to be something that's at, not has to be, if it's Pepsi, it's Pepsi.com or Pepsi.co.uk or whatever. You have to double check it. You have to absolutely double check it. Sometimes you may actually have to contact Pepsi or someone else if you really, really think it's serious. You'll contact them and they'll most likely tell you, yes, we reached out to you, etc., etc. So that is a sucky situation, but that is something you have to be very careful for if you are a YouTube personality like myself. Vallure has had their second generation. This is the first generation up here. The founding members of Vallure, they have had their second generation recently come out. And they first celebrated that it took them 6 days after debut to be accepted, all of Gen 2, to be accepted to be YouTube partners because their debut got watched by so very many people, because their content is being watched by so many people, they were able to get all of that going. Next, we do have Willow Wildfire also getting to 10k subs, which is amazing. Then you also have Seru Foxhound getting to 10k subs, as well as Vespide of Vallure, and of course Cynthia Sanguine of Vallure, also Gen 2 of course, also have been able to get to 10k. The other two, Phyla and Ketsu, are of course growing, as you can see there. Each one will get there in due time. And of course, I'm very, very glad that they were able to reach that point. And of course, congratulations to them. And I do hope that every single one of them grows. They have found their niche. They're doing really well in that niche. And I hope they continue to grow. Immy Bisou of Vallure is, of course, one of the members of Little Sis is here. The Hex Maniac of Vallure, the original Vallure. One of the founding members of Vallure. They have been growing a ton. And I do mean a ton. And what do I mean by that? They've gotten to 100,000 subscribers already. That is very, very fast. So we did it, bros. Mara Evantree, congrats. Miyu Sloth VTuber, so proud. It's huge. Immy. A lot of people are very, very, very happy that this is happening. Of course, it is very amazing that they're doing this. Like I've said before, whenever I talked about Vallure, they have found their niche. They're very successful in their niche. There is no reason for anyone to be like, oh my god, they don't deserve it. Because I've heard that. I've heard those things. I've heard those things being said, that they don't deserve it, that, oh my goodness, they're AVtubers, if you know what the A stands for. They don't deserve growth. And I would give you also the example of Project Melody, who's been able to do both and has been doing an amazing job. So they do deserve growth. I'm very glad that she did it. Of course, they've kept their A stuff on the Blue Twitch, as I like to call it, and of course on Patreon and such. So of course they don't have to worry about that side. And of course, as a verification, yes, she does have 100k subscribers with only 336 videos and several lives. So yeah, that is amazing to see. It's amazing to see this kind of growth, this quick growth, because that is like explosive growth for the time that they've been around. They have not been around for that long. It is an explosive amount of growth for any channel, and I'm very glad that she was able to reach that. Is of course a bratty gremlin VTuber, a Latina English Spanish speaking VTuber as well. They recently, as of like a month ago, mentioned that they were going to be graduating July 19th, and they're giving a reminder to people that they are graduating on July 19th. So here we go. It says, I love you guys, and I'll keep streaming to my graduation date. I have lots of cool things planned before I leave next month. Since I began streaming in September 2023, I have had so much fun getting to stream for all of you. Plus, I got to hang out with so many amazing VTubers, and I will truly never forget any one of you. Basically, she's giving her goodbyes here. Bros, to know that I would not be saying goodbye to Nyana if it wasn't truly the only option I had. and if it wasn't the opportunity of a lifetime for me. Remember, she is moving on to, it seems like, another VTuber organization. Something that's going to be able to be helping her in her future because she does concerts, she does big, big projects, and, you know, she used to do it all on her own dime, and it'd be nice if she gets support from someone else. So she is moving on to an amazing opportunity. We will find her again. It will be found again. She will be supported again. Not really a goodbye for me, but actually just see you later. 3D concert pool party will still be happening on July 14th. June 14th was when it was happening. July 19th is going to be this. This is the thing that I read on June 11th. This was the exact thing I read on June 11th, so I'm not going to read it so much again. I just realized this was the one on June 11th. That was something new. He says here, do people like not know I'm graduating on the 19th? Bro, I've been saying that for like nonstop. How do people not even know? If you haven't seen the announcement, the important announcement happened there where I also, you know, mentioned it. I think I threw some people off because I gave them a month notice. I don't know much people, if much people do that. Most people don't. Most people do not give a month notice, and people do forget. Remember, in the TikTok generation, in that type of period that we're in, people have the attention span of a goldfish nowadays. They really have the attention span of a goldfish. It does suck, but yes, they do have the attention span of a goldfish, and that means that yes, if you give them a month, or even sometimes you give them a week, they'll forget. They'll quickly forget. So I know she's going to be doing well wherever she's going to be going, and it is the opportunity of a lifetime. So of course she should absolutely go after it, and lots and lots of luck to her. Grok AI is something that Elon Musk has made for, you know, trying to have an AI for Twitter /X/ whatever the hell he calls itself nowadays. But he has gone a little bit beyond what anyone thought he would do. He has made it into a companion. Let's take a look at what they're doing right here.
No, I'm not an appropriate person. I'm definitely enjoying the scenery. My phone is a little tough.
So yeah, that is the appearance of it. That is the Grok AI, pretty much a VTuber there. Pretty much a VTuber. I hope that they don't actually go and make it into a VTuber, but Grok AI has gone into the virtual world and made a quote-unquote companion, someone you can talk to, someone you can make your waifu out there using their AI for responses and trying to act like a human. So that is scary. That is actually very weird, in my opinion, but it is something that has an audience, and it's something that, well, you know, if you're paying the money, that's up to you. It's your private thing. It's just, it seems kind of odd that he's going into the whole VTuber space now. Usada Pekora, or as Keiso would say, Usada Pekora, is a Japanese VTuber with Hololive JP. She is with the 3rd generation fantasy, and of course, we also have Pekomama, which has gotten a lot of popularity recently, a lot of popularity. Holy moly, she's gotten so much popularity. She's even gotten, I think, even more popular just because people are being mean to Pekora. More popular than Pekora themselves. So why am I talking about both of them? Obviously, because on her channel, they did just recently have a collab. And I believe this was for a special occasion, like a birthday, etc. there, or anniversary in this case, I believe. And this is basically something for them.
今もとっても自慢してるよ。
誰にしてんねん。
お兄ちゃんに。
お兄ちゃんやべ。なんかね、今日ね、
She tell people お兄ちゃん。
急遽マミーが来てくれるってこの配信でさ、6周年記念の配信で。
It's the anniversary, 6th anniversary
マミー
stream,
が来
yes.
てくれますって言った時にリスナーさんも、いやお兄ちゃんいるならお兄ちゃんも来なよみたいな感じだったのね。でもさ、
絶対無理だね。
絶対無理だよね。そうしかもリスナーさんも絶対。
Listen, definitely think. Uh-oh, something's going on. Yeah, so yeah, she called people Onichan already.
絶対なると思ったから、もうやっぱマミーとペコラだけしかないよな、そうだけどね。
仲良し親子だね。
仲良し親子。
Father and son, good friends.
でマミーのあれはなんだっけ？
何？
マミーのポイもなんだっけ結局？
ポイ？
マミーの
ポイ？
自慢のペコラになるに決まってるよって言ったらなんだっけ辻？
自慢してるよ。
あ、そうだ。
お兄ちゃ
So
ん。
they had a lot of chatting about Onichans and other things like that.
緊張したの今ので。
They also had call-ins.
そうじゃなかったけど。
お水いいから。
知ってます？
知ってます。
知ってます。
すごい。そっか。
いい気持ちになりました。ありがとうございます。
こちらこそよろしくな。
はい。
弱点とかって
うわ
ありますか？
Any weaknesses? Ooh.
苦手なものってことか
なんだろう。
うん、小さい頃の。
あれ何なんだっけ、お兄ちゃんの真似したんだっけ。
知らないけど。
めっちゃぽい。
小さい時
めっちゃペコラ先輩やん。
めっちゃペコラ先輩やんじゃないよ。でもペコラ
So they had a lot of wonderful moments there, as you can see. Of course, it's all in Japanese because they are Japanese speakers in the Japanese audience. So they're not going to try to, of course, have it all in English. And, of course, the AI subtitles are not the best all the time. But still, we do what we can on this channel. We do what we can. But very, very big congratulations to Pekora for 6 years at the agency. And also Pekomama for actually getting a live 2D that we can see here. Actually getting something that they can have there. Probably Pekora paid for it herself. But still, Hololive does have some advantages if they keep the IP and everything there. So big congratulations to them, and I'm glad that they were able to do something like this together again. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, and that's why I'm talking about Blossum VT today. Sakura Tree Spirit VTuber is what she is. She does gacha, guides, and just girls themselves. So there we go. Let's take a look. Hi, I like League of Legends, gacha, cozy games, pink, and hue. And of course, you can see some other things here with the cafe and other things of there. That's a little bit of their design. Let's take a look at something that they were doing for League of Legends.
Yippee!
Oh my god, I didn't hit the rose.
So I have no idea what's going on.
How did he lose?
That dive was pretty bad though, I think.
I didn't hit him at all. Oh no. Oh, disaster. Why did I start tanking?
He died and he didn't get anybody from what I gathered.
Tal's got it out for us, man. What the fuck?
I take it he dived and he didn't get anybody. He didn't actually strike anybody. Boy, if I had that happen, not in League of Legends, but I've had that happen in Marvel Rivals and other games that I played. I'm really bad at those games, but it's fun to watch. And next we have, of course, Blossum VT on their VTuber YouTube channel. It does have some videos there, some shorts, some videos, which are, created shorts, do booba moles, would you rather, that type of thing there, as well as, in the past, they had done some streams, but primarily it's videos and shorts there for them. So, of course, thank you so much, Blossum VT, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.